People aren't ready for this, ladies and gentlemen. There's a big deal going on with the price of XRP behind the scenes. Professionals say that Ripple's value could soar to $2,953.00 in just 2 days. Doesn't that sound crazy? It's not a myth. It's based on facts. Why does the case between Ripple and the SEC seem to be coming to an end? This is the most bullish sign you can't miss. Well, let's get straight to the point. XRP is coming back. A lot of people who own XRP were upset by John Squire's tweet, and for good reason. Before the SEC got involved, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse told everyone that XRP was the second most expensive cryptocurrency. This is a strong claim that has even more weight. The long-running court case between Ripple and the SEC is almost over. The case has been going on for more than 3 years and has been very hard on both sides. The SEC and Ripple are about to file a motion under Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 60, which is a very rare and important legal move that could make all the difference. Ripple can't freely work in U.S. markets because of the court order that makes it hard for them to buy and sell XRP right now. As part of its ongoing campaign, the SEC continues to call XRP an unregistered security. The Rule 60 motion tries to get rid of that order by saying that there are special circumstances that call for a change. Ripple's lawyers are also trying to get rid of the order. This isn't just about fines or legalese, it's about opening up Ripple's future. If this move goes through, one of the most important things that will happen is that Ripple will finally be able to start an initial public offering, or IPO. For those who don't know, an IPO is like a business opening its doors to the public for the first time so that regular people, businesses, and investors can buy shares and help the company grow. So it's like a rocket ship that's ready to take off, but is being held back by a gate. And the SEC's order has been that gate. An IPO would be the spark that would let Ripple access huge capital markets, become accepted by the masses, and grow its business without that freedom. While Ripple stays put, other crypto companies like Circle and Kraken have already taken steps to go public when rules were less strict. James Farrow, a former SEC lawyer, said that Ripple needs to lift the order in order to win back market trust and get access to public capital. The Rule 60 motion is more than just a legal case. It's also a smart move for Ripple's future as a public company and a major player in the field of finance technology. If they win, it will send a strong message to the whole crypto industry and test how digital assets are defined and regulated in the US. Another move like this one was turned down earlier, which shows that Ripple and the SEC is now taking their case to a higher level court. Annalisa Torres has already said that the requirements for Rule 60 relief are very hard to meet. Ripple will have to show that these are really strange times, but they are also getting ready in case the court says no. Legal experts like columnist Sherry think that Ripple should keep working on its cross appeal and keep all of its legal options open. Ripple is making sure it never runs out of moves in this very important game of chess. There is a much bigger story behind all the applications and protests. This case could change how the US deals with crypto markets. Everything digital, not just XRP. This is why investors, builders, and government officials are closely watching every move. Going to court is not enough anymore. Things will be different if Ripple succeeds. It will not only be free from legal restrictions, but it may also finally go public, letting everyone know that XRP is ready to take back its place at the top of digital banking. You were right. Garlinghouse XRP used to be right behind Bitcoin. The weight of that throne might finally be clear again now that the SEC problem might be fixed. And of course, XRP's price will go through the roof. This isn't just a theory. Experts are already making predictions that will blow your mind. Could change the direction of events. So what's making this progress happen? If you thought Ripple's court win was big, wait until you hear what's coming next. Crypto expert Amin Life Changes XRP is at the center of alt season. It's not just another currency. It could be a giant that changes the way the world's finances work. When Bull Run Wonka wrote that XRP's market value would soon go over $1 trillion, 0 cents, and that no one could stop it, he meant exactly what he said. That may sound like the most optimistic thing in the crypto world, but The numbers and the infrastructure that supports XRP make the claim seem less crazy. People who really understand how XRP works will have a different opinion. View, and that's where things get interesting. Pompous, a market expert, caused a stir when he said, "It's not crazy to think that XRP could hit $10,000, 0 cents." He said, "You can't do the math. Are you brave?" But he has good reasons to believe it. XRP was never meant for the average individual investor, he said. It was made for companies like banks and to change the way liquidity works in a world where trillions of dollars move every day without anyone noticing. To give you an idea of how big the digital liquidity change is that's going on in the background, the world swaps market is thought to be worth more than $2.3 quadrillion and is set to become tokenized by 2030. Ripple is meant to sit on top of these flows and connect platforms, systems, and currencies in a lightning fast, smooth way. It's not about the hype. It's about making things. The think tank community isn't going away, even though some of the crazier guesses are going viral. Trump said that XRP will be backed by gold and cost $2,953, 0 cents. XRP can now cost anywhere from $10,000, 0 cents to $35,000, 0 cents. Even less clear and more fun is a tweet from 589 CTO from the early days of Ripple. One thing is for sure, people in the area believe that something very big is about to happen. There is also talk that XRP could be backed by gold, or there have been talks about the future of money for a long time, especially since people are losing faith in paper currencies and central banks are looking into digital money options. Because XRP is always compliant, has ties to financial institutions, and can settle transactions quickly across borders, it is a strong candidate for important roles in the future system. But even without the high-level predictions and coded tweets, we're left with a token that is used by institutions, has been tested in battle, and is finding more and more uses around the world. It's not a dream. That's the basics. So don't laugh it off right away if someone says that XRP could hit $10,000, 0 cents, at least cents. Somebody told me you're not crazy, you just can't do the math. Whether XRP hits those numbers or not, what's important is that a big change is starting to happen in the way money works. Tokenization, institutional acceptance, and reprogramming of money systems are no longer just ideas. They're happening now. Next, we'll talk about Ripple's partners who could really change the game. We already know that strategic relationships are very important for the price of XRP to rise. The CEO of Ripple didn't say anything about this either, but what he just said sent shockwaves through the crypto space. Trust me, this strong sign could make you question everything.